I don't know what you mean by Tuesday night.
She had her game night. Maybe it was Saturday night. I don't know. She
Oh,
said
okay.
she
It
had
was
a little
Saturday
game
night.
night. Oh, Saturday night with the alcohol, a game night.
Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all something about that. I don't really like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of the best. Anyways, that is a God's prayer by nephew artist Carter Dandada. Well, how I say Carter Dandada. That's how we're supposed to say it in Yankee. I'm saying it in Yankee when I talk to people here. But anyways, you can always check them out on YouTube. So welcome to Off the Record podcast, where no topic is off limits, giving ourselves as well as our guests a space to share honest opinions that's uncensored, unfiltered, and unscripted. Now I don't know why even. Anyways, tonight's discussion is going to be racism. Why is it still prevalent and aimed towards the Black community? I am your host, Uno, with my co host, Tasha B, Renee, and Apex. Before we get into it, I wanted to touch on something. Did anybody watch, and this is different than what I was going to talk about, but did anybody watch the court show with Stefan Diggs? How do you
I did
feel
the
about
highlights.
okay, so I watched it, but how do you feel about the girl that brought the case against him? You didn't. We'll catch you up. I'll catch you up, Apex. I'll catch you up.
I saw, like I said, I saw the highlights, and the way she was answering, she didn't even let the lawyer ask her the question. I don't understand what you're saying. Well, could you let her get to the freaking question first, though? Like, why are you so defensive,
she really,
man?
she
Like,
really set herself up for failure. And I told somebody, I don't. Okay, I'm the one that needs proof, right? Um, on everything. Because people can say something about you that will ruin your name and ruin who you are as a person and change
mm,
opinions
mm, mm,
just off what they say. So I need proof, right? But I'm not saying that he didn't do what she said, but I think that she set herself up for the most part because one of the things that did you see when she deleted two of the most important texts? She deleted a text calling him a pussy, and then she also deleted a text where she said, I'm going to ruin
ruin him.
those two in itself is big. And then she was telling the lawyer, ma'am, what is your name? What is your name? I'm lawyer to you. You don't need to know my name. Well, I just want to be respectful and call you by your name. We're not friends. So I don't need you to call me by my name. I just need you to answer the damn question. But yeah, I found it interesting when it came time when I was watching the thing. And then one of the other things is where apparently when she got hired on as a cook and that one,
Mm, mm, mm.
gosh, how can I say it nicely? That one thick one that she made some dried hot dogs. And so
Yeah,
my thing is, I believe you know the hot dog was dry the way you look. You
yeah,
know about food. Go ahead.
right. But my thing
So
is, I believe that because every time you go in front of a jury, they have pre-trial conferences, they
correct.
have depositions.
Hmm.
So she should have already been prepped on the questions that were going to be asked. So it was like they didn't prep her enough to answer the questions without swaying the case. Because as soon as she started being defensive, she lost a lot of people on the jury.
Do you think that? But you see, I think it was really her lawyer. I really think it was her lawyer who set her up for failure. She really did not have a good lawyer at all, in my
I
opinion.
think it's the lawyer, and I think it's her.
Yeah, I
It's
do. I
her.
do think it's
I
her
think
too.
a
But
lot of it is her. I don't think she thought. I don't think she thought her lie all the way through.
yeah,
And I'm not saying that he didn't do something. I'm just saying I don't think he did it to the degree that she's trying to claim because she was looking for the payout. She really thought that she was gonna put these allegations out, have this lawsuit, and he was just
Yep,
gonna
he's gonna settle. Yep,
pay it.
yeah.
But
especially
he
after
did
after
offer
his thing. Mhm.
he did offer settlement. She didn't want that. She wanted
How
more
much was it?
money.
100,000.
Five,
He
Yeah.
offered.
Oh yeah. She got greedy. No. So because again, he offered pretty much what his lawyer is going to cost him. I'll give you what the lawyer fees are and what's going to cost me, and then the headache to go away. And then when you
Listen.
don't do that, then again, it's not even about a lie. It's what happens is that people think in this day and age. What I'm saying is, even for her, I mean, just from the way that she's answering, she thought it was going to be a pushover. He's this and I'm this. I'm the one I'm going to be able to get over.
But what tripped her up is that I don't think she realized that she was being recorded on a dash cam. That was damning within itself.
Well,
and how she was.
Said, isn't it a dash cam? I think the dash
cam.
No,
you can. No. The dash cam can record inside and outside of the car for your safety. Yeah. On the inside, and the outside, what's going on outside. So she had a dash cam that recorded inside and outside of the car.
Right.
And then while she was there, she didn't know. And then when she got to her place in Jersey or whatever, when they were all hanging out, you didn't see a mark, a bruise, or nothing on her. The way she was acting was not of a person that was attacked or anything like the day before or whatever. And then she even made reference to the girl and the girl's friend, like how she was going to try to ruin that man's life.
Yeah. They said that she came down like 1 or 2 in the morning saying that she was going to ruin his life. But he also has another case coming up because there's a guy that's saying that he had a sexual relationship with him. And now he's trying to
sue him for defamation.
And let me tell you something, Stefan, call me. I need 100,000 right now.
What just happened here? What just
happened? If he offered her 100,000, call me. So,
what is going on?
Why? Listen, I went to the casino once and I won $600. That's the most I ever won in my life. Okay, and if I can get 100,000 right now, Stefan, call me.
I don't know which one's worse.
Listen,
laughing at him.
I like Stefan. I honestly do not. I did not believe the lady, anyways, because her whole testimony when I was watching this show had the trial had been kind of sketchy. So, but everybody's saying now that he should sue for defamation.
Yeah, he should. But either way, the damage is done. She done put these allegations out since last year. I mean, he got arrested right after the Super Bowl. Like, that's the most disrespectful shit ever for something that he did not do or got acquitted. Oh, I'd be hot. I'd be 360 high.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
let's see what goes on with Let's see what goes on with the upcoming trial.
He got let go.
You need to get let go.
But no. See, that's the problem. Well, you know what?
No, I'm gonna say
it's a twofold. It's a twofold thing
not because of this case. Not because of this case. No. What I'm saying, he need to be let go. It has nothing to do with this case. It has nothing to do with the allegations. He was too big for his britches for the Patriots. That's what I was talking. It has nothing to do with that. And my comment had nothing to do with his legal troubles or his bait or his girlfriend troubles on the field and off the field. I think he need to be out of New England. That's something separate. That's something separate.
Hello.
Is this mic on?
Yeah. Hello. What do you mean that he was too big for his britches when he was with the Patriots? Why is it that people can't have confidence these days?
No, it's not about confidence. Here's the thing. And I understand that you don't know the pragmatics around sports teams and things like that. I understand you don't grasp that. But when you're in the Patriots organization or certain organizations, you can't do it. Weren't you the same one that said that the Bulls couldn't fire old boy because he sat there and ran his mouth? See, you don't understand the premise.
No. Hold on. I did not say they could not fire him. I just says that we're not even going to touch that. I never said that they could not fire him.
I'm going to answer your question. Because the way that the Patriots run, the way that they are, you are nameless. Even Tom Brady was pretty much almost nameless in the system until he came out of the system. So if you're the greatest quarterback of all time and you're down here, Stefon Diggs, you need to be down here. See, Tom Brady, you down here. Stefon Diggs want to be up here. Get out of town.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna agree with you, but you're my brother. So after the show, I might be calling you for that little comment that you just made that I don't understand.
You know what I'm saying? What that is? What did Erica DeBoot? Erica.
Listen, Erica sells. I don't want to be so graphic, but Erica sells part of her body, right, as a scented thing now. But anyway,
she's a voodoo priestess.
Okay, let's move on. I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
yes,
Right. Go ahead and call Apex.
But you can't use my phone.
What are we doing? I told you. I told you. Him and that Mike thinks he's on a different show. He takes that mic like he's on.
I love this mic. Actually, I had another mic, but it wasn't gonna work with what I wanted to do. But I love.
Let's move on.
How did we get here?
Yeah, I know. Let's actually, I wasn't even gonna bring up the Stephon Diggs, but I didn't want to open up the TikTok thing. Because of what we were going to talk about. Well, once again, let me just remind everybody, first off, thank you for tuning in. And if I can find my thing, thank you for tuning in. And we are going to talk about racism and why it is still prevalent and aimed towards the Black community. So, and I only did this because y'all ain't going to like me tonight. And I'm very, why's my thing moving? No. Because she was a hot topic here in the Houston Police Department, the lady by the name of Ashley Gonzalez, a Mexican spick. Anyways. Hello. She used the word nigga plenty times. I can say spick if I want to.
No.
It's my own opinion. No, we're not restarted. We are not restarted because she didn't restart. Anyways,
he needed to pause. He can't just go. You went
y'all
straight
can tell me pause, but I'm not pausing. No, she is a stick. She is a stick. She used a racial slur towards blacks. So why can't I use it for them? And I'm only talking about the Mexican spicks now. I ain't talking about nobody else.
Oh Lord.
So anyways, there were several videos.
Here?
That's how we got here, because she used the N-word. But anyway, so if you haven't seen it, she actually ended up, which is so crazy because she's a police officer in Houston, or was a police officer in Houston, and she was out one night and she was recorded. And apparently the video was recorded by a friend that was posted to an internal friend group on Instagram. So she better check her friend circle. Because whoever has seen that video...
No, because one of her friends has probably got half black kids, or somebody in her family was probably black, or she might not be racist.
No, she just likes that black. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I wouldn't listen. I did like Mexicans.
Her friend did. Her friend got turned out by a black man. I ain't gonna lie. But go ahead. You said
that's
what?
possible.
That is very possible. So what they found was, because the police department actually put her on leave where she was still getting paid, and apparently they discovered that she not only left that video, but she also left additional videos targeting black people. And if you notice in one of the in her video that she
or just Ashley?
No, the Ashley Gonzalez, who was the police officer, she actually left other videos.
She actually uploaded them? Okay, go ahead.
She actually had other videos. Yeah, that's what the police department investigated. That's why they ultimately fired her. Because they said that there was other videos that was targeting black people. Now, the first one was bad enough where she called us niggers. And then on top of that, she also says that in that original video that was posted, she said that she went after us. So I kind of feel like I'm glad.
I like it.
I'm going to tell you something. I am very glad that she did what she did, and whoever posted, I would like to buy your dinner. And
I ain't saying all that. Anyways, I'm gonna say thank you very much for doing
this. No.
I would love to buy the friend dinner, because the thing is, we would have never known what happened. And honestly, I don't really mind racist people. I really do not mind racist people at all. I'd rather know that you're racist, so I know how to maneuver around you, than to not know.
Well, I think the good win here is they can go back and pull all her cases, and the lady there in Houston is they created a hotline so people could call in and tell their experience, or if they had her as one of the people that pulled them over, and they're contesting that stuff. So, I mean, that right there is a win.
Yeah, that's a shame, because she could have potentially. No, because she could potentially, like, hurt some actual cases that were legit. It's just that.
Oh, okay, that portion is no, yeah, absolutely. That what I was about to say. What part is a shame? No, her getting caught is not a shame. I was just
I
ashamed.
ain't talking about
What
that
it
shit.
is that by the premise of this is that what this are you surprised? See, what I do like is that the only thing good about your president Uno is that he's emboldened. He's
Our
emboldening
president.
He's emboldened some people to be totally stupid and ultimately races out in public. So we know who you are. We know what to do and how to react and how to and the fact that you're there. That's what I like about it. The only bad part about your president is that he's teaching people how to cover it up, and so they're not so they're not
Hello. Our president.
so they're not so
My
they're not knowing
president.
how to move. So, but Renee claims them. But go ahead.
I surely do not. That
Hmm.
was not where my vote went. Might be a lot of things, but I ain't dumb.
Well, I end up voting for Kamala anyways. But yeah, it's just crazy that
Wow. Catching strays.
it is just crazy that we still have to defend ourselves against the masses. Like, y'all don't like us, but y'all always in our face. You always want to copy everything that we do, but yet we're still niggas to you. Like, I just don't understand why we're always you know what? I do know why, because we're actually in a sense, if black people would just understand that we are better than our counterparts, if we just come together more often.
There you go.
Um,
It's not in that but the reason why they think that is because we can't be taken seriously. That's the
that's
reason
true.
why. Because if we could really be taken seriously and during the points that we're being taken seriously, then we're respected. We're put up there. Again, all the major organizations that Black Lives Matter, all the organizations we're doing all this other fundraising for Black organizations.
Yeah.
We're gonna match this. Every major organization and jobs and businesses was like, oh, let me even for example, Target, everybody, let's put you in here. We're gonna give you this. We appreciate you because we were up in arms about boycotting, about really doing some stuff. But
And we don't realize that we can affect people's money.
not only affect money, not even their money, beyond their money. We can impact their time. We can shut a business down.
Yeah,
But all those things that they were doing, I was kind of against some of that stuff because, like, for instance, like you were saying, Target, Walmart, like, oh, shop local. There's not a lot of local stuff that support businesses like we used to have. So it's almost like, okay, you're not shopping at Target, but you're shopping at another big box company. They also have stuff going on that's racist, and I'm just ordering off of Amazon, or I'm going to Whole Foods, or I'm going to this. Like, they're funding these campaigns. So it doesn't matter if you just go off one.
But
Absolutely.
unfortunately,
No,
we don't have enough. We don't have enough of our own in our own communities. A lot of people do live in food deserts,
Yeah,
and
infrastructure is not there.
yeah, and it's hard. And even when we do have the local mom and pop, their prices are marked up because they're not
they have
making
to
enough right.
to
They're not making
survive.
enough revenue to survive. So and a lot of people like, oh well, if I go here, it's $2.50. If I go over here, it's twice that.
Oh,
Mhm.
You know,
but even if we can, so the thing that gets me is even when you can, then it's twofold. Either the business takes advantage of the consumer, which is 25% of the time, or the consumer takes advantage of the business. Well, they got it. It's whatever else. Well, they don't need us. We don't treat ourselves. Like I said, if we just had some mutual respect for our kind, like
Right.
some of the Asian countries, like some of these other portions, we could dominate a lot of stuff. Because if you look at what, in essence, you look at every major business around, for the most part, we're there. If you pulled and linked together, you could, again, not just not just impact money, but shut down organizations, shut down businesses, be gone. You don't want to do it, gone.
Right.
But we don't. We've never have. We do a little bit. We have in pockets, but we don't. And then that's the reason why you don't have. We talk about generational wealth. We ain't gonna ever have it. Not in my lifetime.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we don't bond together. There's not. They're talking about
We're
generation.
consumers. We're
beyond
consumer
consumers.
driven.
But beyond
Everybody
consumer
wants
driven,
and conditioned to be labor whores.
That's it.
That's the problem.
We've been conditioned. Like I said, they have created a economic, retail, and image slavery. Because what I got the new Jordans, I got the new Yeezy, I got this, I got that, I got the Louis, I got all this stuff. I'm rolling with the. Okay, do you have a house? No. Okay, you have $25,000 sitting in your closet, but you can't afford your rent.
Right.
We're not talking about not even owning a house. You can't afford rent.
Yeah. Uno, have you heard of the Candace Matthews, the Dr. Candace Matthews that worked on that Angela Gonzalez case?
No.
She's local to Houston. She's a part of the Black Panther Party, and she also does she's a renowned civil human rights activist and an author. And she did a lot of calling out. You have to check out her Instagram.
Oh, she is the lady with the hat. Listen, that lady is a beast. She is a beast. She's really good because she goes. There's a lot that I can say about her. She's really good in the Houston area. And yes, I know now that you say that, yes, I know who she is because they actually featured her on the news here. Because of something that recently happened that has nothing to do with this, but it also, kind of, it deals with racism towards the Black community. So apparently there was a gas station that is here, and I don't know if y'all seen over there, but anyway, there was a gas station that was here, and there was a middle school student that needed to use the restroom to do a bowel movement. He went into the gas station. Now, you could freely walk into the gas station bathroom, but apparently he went to the gas station attendant to ask if he could use the bathroom, and the gas station attendant said no, he had to use it in the back of the building. So this boy actually had his pants off, and he did a bowel movement on the side of the building, right? Not only did the gas station attendant said no, he ended up recording it, posting a picture on the front door, and showed it to other schoolmates. This young man. She and another activist went to the store, and they told people, "Y'all ain't shopping in here today. This store shut down until we meet the owner." And nobody shopped there. And that's the thing. It's like we always, for me, I feel like we're always a target because we always overlook what people do for the most part. They can slap us in our face, but we're going to forgive them. They can call us out our names, but we're going to forgive them because technically they all say Black people are loving people. We always try to help the next person, but guess what? They're not really, for the most part, a lot of them is not trying to help us. We have supporters. I would never take that away from the people that do support us. But if you look at Ashley Gonzalez TikTok page,
a
lot of those pics was like, "Oh, I support her. I support what she's doing. I support what she's saying." And honestly, I'm going to tell you, I grew up around Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. I did not start hating them motherfuckers until I moved to Texas.
What?
I did not. I find that the ones in Texas. Let's be real. Let me be honest. Out of the Hispanic community, the Mexicans are the cesspool of Hispanics.
Oh, Lord.
Just like how they say that Black people at the bottom of the a lot of
my statement
a lot of the Hispanic people that I grew up with.
He's talking about getting shut down.
No,
right.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. A lot of the Hispanic people that I grew up with that have spoken to growing up and also now, Mexicans are the cesspool of Hispanics. They're not like the Brazilians. They're not like the Venezuelans.
He just loves saying it. He just loves to repeat it too.
Because if they can be racist against us and they're at the bottom of the Hispanic pool and they think that we're at the bottom, we're no different than each other.
But we
Just
can't
like white
live
folks, just
together.
like these crackers out here. Unfortunately, if you listen, I'm gonna tell you something. And listen,
What's the topic, Nate?
it is about racism, why we're being attacked, right? But I'm gonna say it this way,
Oh
because
my lord!
if they look at, even if white people look at where the American white people look at where they line up, they're also at the bottom of the pool as well. Because there's a professor out there right now that does these jubilees where it's just students, and he asks people from Sweden, he asks people from the UK. He like, how do y'all feel about American white people? He like, we find in those white folks, we find them to be trash.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not unfortunately, but that is true.
So the thing is, they're judging us for being black, but a lot of the things that they have come into is because of black people. So yes, I'm sorry, I just really don't care for Mexicans like that, especially the ones out here. And there's a lot of Mexicans. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
If you
there's
go
a
low,
guy
go
right
low,
now.
go low.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I find that the Hispanics on the East Coast is definitely different than any other Hispanics, honestly. But there's a guy that Fat Joe, he just had a podcast about this recently. He was friends with this one Mexican dude that was from California, and he does music. And Fat Joe went to go meet him, everything, hanging out, took him out, all of that. And this man was like, "Oh, I don't fuck with black people." Fat Joe like, "Huh? What?" He like, "I don't fuck with black people." And he was like, "Well, on my side, we fuck with them." And he stopped being friends with the dude. So yeah, no, I don't respect them. I'm sorry, I don't.
But
Yeah, I did. Look at that.
We're supposed to be candid. We're supposed to be candid, right? Listen. I won't.
Come on, Tasha, bring it.
I may not necessarily. Let me tell you, when it comes to,
he agreed with the Super Bowl. Remember our Super Bowl conversation? You agreed that you wanted to have all the Hispanic people, all their culture represented.
They can be freely represented. I don't care. That don't mean I have to fuck with them. I fuck with Puerto Ricans. I fuck with Dominicanos. But I will not fuck with the Mexicans.
And he's gonna be,
I won't fuck with the Mexicans because I find that in my experience moving to Texas, the Mexicans here are more racist than the Mexicans that I grew up with on the East Coast.
So
that's my
experience. That's racist. Like besides this lady, what have you came in contact with? Give me some context of how
we don't have enough. We don't have enough time. Tasha, take it offline.
Give one example because, like,
call, hey, call Uno. And let him get on that phone talking about some racist stuff.
Yes, I talk about race, but we're always being attacked, and unfortunately, if we don't attack back, they'll never understand.
What you got, Renee?
The thing is, she did that on her off time. She wasn't on duty, right?
She was not on duty, but she said that she targets them when she is on duty.
Yeah.
I thought her statement was, the next time I'm on duty, if I run across one of y'all are going down.
Same thing. That's targeting.
So if that's your position, right? You said. Wait, hold on, Apex. Let me ask you a question, Tasha B. If she's not on duty when she made that statement, would it be any different? Like, would your opinion about what? Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, when she made that statement, she was off duty.
Correct.
So she felt like, I'm sharing this to the friend group, she had her defenses down. When she clocked in the next day and she ran across a black, she's gonna be in uniform. So she felt emboldened, like, okay, tomorrow when I clock in, if I run across anybody black, I'm gonna treat them this way. But that was to her friend group.
But what you say in private is how you feel. Because how you expressing yourself to your friends is how you really feel.
No, what I'm saying is she never thought that what she was putting out was gonna come out.
Exactly.
Side of that.
But the problem of it is but she put it publicly. See, this wasn't someone that's randomly courting her. See, like I said, to me, it's different levels. If she was saying that and then one of her friends took a little picture, like, and then posted it, that's one thing. If you're popping off to post it to people, that's your true feelings, and then it's going to go down. Let me ask you this question, Tasha. If, in essence, I'm sitting around and the night before with a bunch of guys and said, you know what? I'm going to go out to the club and first drunk girl, I'm going to smash no matter what she says.
Uh-oh.
And then I go to the club and it goes down and she claims it's rape. I'm going to say, no, it wasn't. You had the intent. It's the same thing.
Right. But what I'm saying is.
No, your intent is to have sex. Your intent is not to be called. Your intent is not to be called a rapist or for somebody.
But it doesn't matter. If I said if she's going, it's going down or not. But what my statement was.
I have a question for. I'm sorry. We'll go ahead.
Put the video out on a specific friend group that only had like 4 or 5 friends on it that were watching.
There could be one. There could be one. Mm-hmm.
Right. What I'm saying is she didn't have that foresight to say that someone in this group is going to put this out to the world.
Right. I got you. I agree with that.
Private.
So right. I have a question
so
then.
When she clocked in the next day, it was going to be like she was a Mexican or whatever in her uniform, just doing her job with her partner.
No, absolutely no. That's where it stops. Right
so
there.
you don't
so you
think
had it right.
Don't you think that she's around like-minded people?
No, I'm
she
not even
thought
going
her
there.
group. No, I'm just saying she thought her friend group was going to agree with her on that, right? When at least one of them didn't.
Right.
So you're working within a certain area or demographic of people. I'm pretty sure that she had someone within that precinct. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying she probably had 1 or 2 people that were like-minded like herself. Right? That she felt real comfortable doing that kind of stuff with. Because I'm pretty sure that conversation it has been had for her to say,
several
times.
The
next time I go out on patrol, if I get a 911 from a black person, I'm about to do them in.
But that's what I'm saying. Unbeknownst to the black person, they're encountering just a police officer, not knowing in their mind.
I think
that she is going to escalate this call. Like,
right.
For instance,
okay.
Well, let me say this.
You get pulled over for speeding. Step out the car. You got to get out the car. I'm going to taser you. Oh, you're reaching. Like, she's escalating, like, just like the lady that got shot in the car driving off in front of that police officer. It's like there's certain people that come to the call that are gonna escalate no matter what.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, let me say this:
you don't know who that person is until you're in the situation.
Well, you know what? It sounded at first when you were saying that it was a private. It sounded like you were in support of her saying what she said.
No,
because it might be.
That's why we went to.
I kept repeating it because I was trying to get the point across that she. After that video went out, she was gonna report the next day, right. No, the
way that you said it, I'm gonna let you know.
It sounded ambiguous and it was like a blur.
No, it wasn't ambiguous. I'm gonna tell you right now the reason why I said that because it sounded like you were like, so what? If you can't, she's gonna go and do her job like she's gonna do it normally according to the law and according to the as if it wasn't. And no, okay, at least we're better now because I was like, "There's no way she's gonna be able."
You were supporting that lady. I was this mofo.
Okay,
I was just saying that when she encounters somebody the next day, they're not gonna know. If that video would have never got out, they were.
Oh yeah, there's several people that got probably caught up because she was pressing them because she was trying to get them. Absolutely, no. Well, I'm gonna tell you, everybody had thought that you were saying the opposite, like she could go to work and not do it.
Let me say this statistics real quick based off of that because when it comes to fatal encounters, 57% of Black police officers said that it's that such incidents is evidence of a broader problem, while 27% of white officers and 26% of Hispanic officers says that it's a problem. They agree. So yeah, I think when it comes to, here's the thing. Unfortunately, at one point I tried becoming a police officer right back in my 20s. Thank you, Lord. Because I felt like if you can't beat them, join them. But it didn't work out for me. So and I'm in a different profession now. But I don't even know what I want to say. I don't want to come off harsh. That's new for me. Um you know what? I'm gonna leave it to myself. Never mind.
Just
No,
say
no.
it.
What
You
I
already put
No, you could just say it. Plus, Renee
No,
needs
no,
to
no,
say it
no.
because
I'm
it
not gonna.
seems
I'm
like
not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not
because it
gonna.
seems like she has some company. No, I was playing. Go ahead.
I would never be in the president of her company.
Reassurance.
I'll never be in the
So
president
do
of her
you
company.
think the same thing that I'm saying? Like, I mean, I have been pulled over personally by a police officer that escalated the call, and I'm just like sitting there thinking, this person is crazy. I got pulled over by a Hispanic cop, and he was basically, when he came to ask for driver's license and whatever, he was already frazzled and yelling. And I was just sitting there like thinking, what happened to
Well, of
you
course,
during your
because
day?
you walked up and saw that you're black, and he's like,
Oh
"Black
Well,
Lord.
woman,
you know,
no,
I would
no,
say walking up
ah!"
because if you notice, a lot of times, if a police officer is not right next to you when they're driving down the road and they're behind of you, for the most of the time, they can't tell what race you are, anyways, until they're
No,
in
they're running the
the car.
plates. They just want to make sure you got. They want to make sure your
What,
stuff is
what, what, what,
janky.
what?
But wait, let's
Well,
go
what I
back
want to
to
tell you,
let's
do you
go
have a
back to
normal
Tasha
last
B
name? You
real
don't have a
quick.
black last name, do you, Tasha?
Not
No.
anymore. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have a black
No,
last
I
name
know not
anymore.
anymore. I
But
was
let
talking
me
about when
ask
she
you a
got pulled
question.
over.
So when you got pulled over, was it after marriage or before marriage?
After.
Yeah,
Really?
see?
With your
Yeah,
last
that's
And
name?
why.
when I would drive Corey's car, when I would drive his car, basically they would
Yeah, they got surprised.
run the tag, and
Oh
then they'd
Lord.
be like, "Oh, I got something." And then when I pulled my ID and gave them the ID, then it was like, "Oh, I don't have anything." So they had to walk back like all the attitude and stuff because they feel like
They
maybe
thought
it's
you stole
a
it.
vehicle, or you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got, something's happening here.
You got
And
to give them your best customer service voice.
You
yeah,
know
I
what?
mean,
Which is
No,
crazy.
but
That's crazy that you would get pulled
that
over because
Uno
I'm gonna
doesn't
tell
have
you
the best
something. When I
customer service.
used to drive, okay, so I used to have a '92 Lumina, and when I had that old school car, I used to get pulled over in that. I used to get pulled over. I had two different Luminas. One was blue, and then I think one was red. Whatever. I used to drive those cars. I used to get pulled over a lot. Police officer would be like, "Oh, your tag is expired," knowing damn well it wasn't expired. And then, "Oh, your backlight is out," knowing damn well it wasn't out. So I understand that. But since I've upgraded,
I had a back tail light was out. I had, oh, you didn't turn on your headlights. Your headlights aren't
Yeah.
bright enough.
I got the license plate, not even back. I got the license plate tag was out. Uh, and at that time, I worked for an automotive company. I'm like, do you understand? And because again, I was like, yo, if it's out in the warehouse, I didn't know. I work at the local place. I'll have them replace it in the morning because no one
listen,
told me when I was leaving because we have 1,000 bulbs on the shelf.
I'm
And when
gonna
I
tell
said
you.
that, he was like, oh yeah, because have a great night. Of course,
Listen,
I'm
Tasha
clean.
Tasha B has known me for 20 years, but there's a lot of stuff you still don't know, right? I remember I was a habitual. I used to drive on a suspended license. I used to do all of that. I'm not even gonna lie. I remember one time I was habitual.
Sir.
But what was the
My
last thing?
dad and I were just
Renee's
talking about.
face
Hold
is
on.
what I
My
expected from
dad and I.
Tasha's
Hold on.
face.
My dad and I was just talking about that. He was like, I remember one time when you told me I had things to do, so you jumped in the car and you just pulled off. So I used to be a habitual, right? Because at one point I used to have 42 points on my license, right? And literally, when you
You
get
only
that
get
much,
you only get 7 in Florida.
yeah, you're supposed to have a limited amount. I remember one time I had so many points on my license, I went to go pay I was paying tickets off like they were just the next bill. I used to get like
What
sometimes
is
when I was young, I was
oh
reckless. I'm not even gonna lie, I was reckless. And I remember one time I went to go pay a ticket, and this lady, the one lady who happened to be a white lady, that's why I say some of them do support it. She slid over a reading by MLK to me. She like, oh, I think you need to read this because I was in there so often. Sometimes I used to go and pay tickets almost. I used to be in there like 4 times a week sometimes because that's how many tickets I would get. But I remember one time a police officer gave me a ticket. It had just stopped raining, and he said my front lights was not on during the rain. That's why he pulled me over. So why I say that is because I had to get a hardship license. And when I went into the because they have to approve you for a hardship license after having this appointment. And I went through why I got all these tickets and all these points, and the guy's like, my goodness. He was like, they gave you tickets for this. They gave you tickets. I was like, yeah. He like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and approve you. But by then, the damage was already far gone because I hated police officers. I literally hated police officers for a long time. What made me change my mind about police officers is when I got shot about a few years ago, because that detective worked in my favor. So to me, I feel like they're not all the time somebody's against you, but when you have police officers like Ashley Gonzalez, that
Yeah.
is I don't even know if I can. Well, she has a. I don't even know if she's a racist. She probably just had a racist rant. She could be a
it
racist.
can't
I
be
don't
a
know.
racist rant if it's a few of them.
It's
Hmm.
because
Oh no, no. Here's the thing.
she said
Yeah.
in her video, it just felt so good to finally let that out and say it out loud. So it
So
had
she's
been
a hidden
something
racist.
I
No,
believe.
she just one that not even hidden races. She has it built up, and
Well,
she
she
literally
was
want
a
to
hidden
pop off.
racist until the video came out. So
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again, I would like to talk to the friend that put it out. I do owe you dinner. I'm just saying.
So here's the one thing that I will tell you, just to keep in mind, just
Because if it
one
was
nugget
not for
of
that friend, we would not have known that she was on the
no.
police force. And wait, back to your thing, that Candace lady, she has actually went after other police officers and other chiefs as well. And what she does is, because she was fired from Houston Police Department, she emails and she visits other police department within the Houston area to make sure that people like her don't get hired. And she's been successful with other police officers. So if she
But
wants to
it's
get
good.
hired as a police officer, the likelihood of her doing it in Houston is going to, I want to say it's going to be about 50-50, but she may
Oh,
have
not
to
even that.
move
She may move somewhere
altogether.
else. The problem
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
that they don't
saying.
care. They'll be hired somewhere else. But the one little portion
Possible,
you got to
yes.
understand about officers, right? Even in this particular case, you got to understand that even if 1% of officers are bad, we'll just say 1%, and then we can discuss what percentage it actually is, right? But if it's 1%, and if there's 1 million officers, right? What's that number? How many bad officers is that?
I think
You
officers
understand?
ought to get a psychological test every 2 years, just like how they do real estate people. You have to take a
All
CE
they need to
test
do,
every 2 years.
but it's gonna be
They're
slated
gonna
anyway.
pass.
But let me pose this question to you all, because I didn't even realize time was winding down the way I was talking.
Yeah, because
Because
it was all
everybody
those
keeps,
pop shots.
I know,
Mm.
I know, but everybody is one of the things everybody nowadays, especially with everything with the Trump administration, they're saying that, oh, black and people need to unite. So I want to know, should black people offer time, resources, and vocal support for people of marginalized groups like Mexicans?
Worry about
What?
your own first. I'm not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can't support or help, but I don't think we should be going back to putting our bodies on the line.
Especially for people that hate us. I remember
Here's the thing. Then
there's a
yes,
video of this
we need to
guy from
join.
there's a video of this guy from years ago where a black dude sitting in a car with a Mexican dude, and they were just gonna go to a forum to talk. And the black dude and the Mexican dude was talking, having a good old time. And all of a sudden, they went to the forum, and one of the hosts was like, asked the Mexican guy, "Hey, what's going on? Why you look the way he like? I hate black people." And the guy's like, "What? We had a good conversation in the car, like we were talking, chopping it up, and now come to find out you hate me after we done talked." So to me, I feel like, unfortunately, I don't think that we should unite with Mexicans. I really don't, especially in this day and climate. Let them figure it out for themselves, because they got the benefits of the Civil Rights Act, like Asian people, and they call them chinks.
Oh
So they got
boy.
Lord.
So
we
I'm just
are not
saying.
gonna be able to
Listen,
post
there's
it.
a video out right now
We
with the
can't post
Asian.
it.
There's a
Listen,
video that's
there's a
gonna be
video of an
there's gonna
Asian
be
lady calling somebody a black person nigger. So yeah, we can call you chinks if you
there,
can use the N word.
it's
We can
going
call you
it's
chinks.
going to be he's gonna have to edit it. He's gonna have to edit this because
I'm not editing anything that I say out at all, because if they're free to say words like that,
Ooh-wee.
I feel like you, in some cases, you have to fight fire with fire. So if you're free to say
there's
words
certain
like that,
fire, and
we should
sometimes
be free.
you can't just
But-
just go ahead and just shoot people just
But I'm
randomly on
going
the
to tell you
street.
something. The
You
difference
gotta-
between, I'm going to tell you something, because y'all know the profession that I'm in, right? The difference between me and people like Ashley Gonzalez, I will never take how I feel about them and bring it on the job. I would just never do it. That's just not my personality. I might have strong opinions about certain things, but I also know how to treat people accordingly. And she doesn't know how to treat people accordingly. But once again,
What is that face, Tasha?
Perplexed.
She's like,
it depends on the day. If he can hold it together or if he can't hold it together.
okay. I want to know what that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But no, you know what? Honestly, I would like to know if other people disagree with me with using those terms, because I can also use white
we're
trash
talking about
as a
if you're gonna bring it to
derogatory
the
term.
there's you got to. It's not the fact that the terms were used. It's the manner in which you just you slide them
Just
in.
throwing them out
But
there.
what's so bad?
It
What's
just-
so
it-
bad about it?
Just
If they can
you
use it,
just-
I should be able to use it. They all say freedom of speech,
you need
right?
to use it, but you don't need to be this sliding around like with straight. Make it make sense. You can't just be going down the road and just slam on your brakes
Listen, I was gonna
No
tell
break.
y'all. I was
No
gonna tell
break.
y'all what I was gonna do up front, but I was like, you know what? Let me just put the shock value.
No, that's not that. It's the point of it is that you just randomly just stop the car.
We're over on time.
We're over that. We know we're over because you've been overshooting this pop, this randomly. What I'm saying is that
I want to say this.
future,
In all honesty,
ramp up.
I don't dislike people at all. I just believe people. For me, I accept people where they are. That's it. So by me using the spit,
The terms.
the chink, and the cracker terms, that was only for the show, because I have a blended family and I have friends who have blended family.
Bring it on home.
No, I do. So
And
it'll
I
be
can't
kind of
stand them either.
disrespectful. It'll be kind of disrespectful, right? But I just wanted people to be who's watching the show to get the same sense of how it feels to be disrespected by calling somebody the N-word. Now, if a Hispanic person wants to call you that, that's perfectly fine. If a black person wants to use the N-word and call them a nigga, that's cool too. But in your own culture, your own community, you should be able to do it. Like if a Chinese person wanted to call themselves a chick, go ahead and do it. I don't mind.
All I want to know is how do we get from N-word to nigga? Can we keep it on either say nigga? All I'm saying is keep it.
I'm just saying. I'm just keep it consistent. Okay, nigga. I'll keep it consistent.
It's time to sign off. Thank you for joining the
It's about that time. We reached out for the week.
That is it. But no, honestly, in all honesty, I don't have no issues with anybody, whether they're Hispanic or Mexican. I just wanted the shock value to be there for them to understand what we go through on a daily basis when we're being disrespected by the N-word or the nigger word or whatever term you want to use. Because there's a lot more that we benefit to people in their culture and their community than they benefit to ours. I'm just saying. So
wrap it up, Box.
I am.
Renee?
Her face, right? So I'm just gonna wrap it up from here. I thank everybody for joining the conversation. It is not for you to well, I don't care if they judge me, really. I could care less what people who don't know me say about me, in a sense. But whatever. So anyways, our conversation does not aim to tell you what to think. It challenges you to think. Your perspective matters. So I would definitely like people to share their thoughts and opinion about my terminologies today and my terms. And also if they agree that Black people should unite with other cultures, especially when we're so marginalized and people always disrespect us. You can follow us on our social media. I will post it at the end of the video, but everybody know, Facebook is OTR Podcast Show USA. TikTok page is going to be at Off the Record _USA, and then also YouTube is Off the Record USA. And I thank everybody for joining us once again. Y'all are funny. I wanted the shock. Honestly, I wanted the shock value, but I actually like everybody. It doesn't bother me how people are.
I don't know if we believe you.
I never said I like everybody. I just like I judge people based.
You got hey before you
short.
pop off on that you need to make sure he's off recording before you get uploaded on one of your.
Yeah, no, because I will be sharing it.
Wait till it ends, and then you can.
Stop.